100. There are 100 years in a century, 100 cents in a dollar, and now, finally, there are 100 standard-length YTD episodes. We also have 25 mini-episodes, which makes this entire thing slightly more meaningless. That's okay, though, because if we look at history, the 100 Years' War between England and France actually lasted 116 years, and the Norse word hundrad, from which our word 100 derives, actually means 120. So here we are at 100, that seemingly means nothing, but actually means everything. Because today we throw our taste buds for a loop by turning the sour to sweet. It's the 100th episode celebration. You tried it! You Tried Dat turns 100. Nick Novak with my pals Chad Hancock.
Woo! 100!
Nick Geiger.
Oh, yeah, 100, baby.
And we are bringing back our worst guest for a try at redemption. See if she can give it a go in the most important episode of the year. And that is our friend Julie. Julie, how you doing?
I'm doing great, and I did not realize that it was the 100th episode. I'm so honored to be here.
Wow.
Yeah.
I really am. That's a big milestone.
100-ish episode.
Yeah.
Well, I know there's the mini episodes too.
Right.
But still, I mean, it's a big deal.
It is.
Yeah.
So, Julie,
I guess so.
Since we've last chatted, some things have changed for you. Now, you and I were co-workers up until a few weeks ago when you decided to get a new job.
Well, yeah. Some of it related to the newfound stardom from being on YTD and,
Right.
just when you get recognized at your job, it's uncomfortable, especially in the line of work I'm in. So, no, but in all seriousness, next year I would actually have been on the same team as Novak. And so I would have worked with him pretty regularly. I would have been in meetings with him twice a week. And so earlier this year, I was just like, I need to find another job. Like, I'm not going to be on his team next year. Like, it's enough having to see him come to my office and passing him in the hall. So, yeah. So I just applied to a job and got out of there.
It's a smart move.
That's a joke. Yeah, no. But I know. It's
Cue laugh.
Yeah, it was supposed to be funny. No, but I am taking a new job, which I'm very excited about. I was sad to leave my current job, mostly because of cool, intelligent coworkers. So not Novak.
I am the only coworker who has a podcast who got to 100 ups.
That is true.
Aren't you into like a lot of garbage, Julie? Like, aren't you into reality garbage and stuff like that?
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. I listened to a podcast called The Morning Toast, but I haven't been listening lately, but I was listening to that one. And that's about two sisters who just pretty much talk about Bravo TV and The Bachelorette. I like one called Bitch Sesh, where all they talk about is the Real Housewives.
Yeah, I have a friend who likes that.
Yeah, but I listen to other ones too. I listen to like the true crime ones. And
Do you actually watch the trashy reality TV?
I do, but I actually, of the Real Housewives franchise, I only currently watch New York, which is saying a lot because there's a lot of them out there.
Yeah, that's big of you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
So recently, I actually just got back from a camping trip. Now, the three of us guys, we've been camping together before on a few different occasions.
Yeah.
And one of the places, Chad, that we had gone with you is called the Yogi Bear campground. And it's just you guys know who Yogi Bear is, right? I assume
yes.
All of you.
Where is that campground?
There's a whole bunch of them. It's like a theme.
Okay.
They're all over the place. So Yogi Bear, which my kids have no idea who Yogi Bear is really because it's a cartoon from long ago, but he's all over the park. And one of the things they do at night is they have like a little drive-in movie theater type thing where you just sit on a lawn and watch Yogi Bear cartoons. And they're all from 60 and 70 years ago. They're just super, super old cartoons and really kind of strange. So when we went to watch the cartoons. We walk in on the first one, and Yogi is trying to make like this. The ranger guy is the guy who chases him around, and Yogi pulls pranks on him and everything. Yogi is trying to make him feel bad, so he takes a dummy and pushes it off of a cliff to make him feel bad. So the ranger thinks that Yogi has died. Like that's the theme of this first episode.
All right.
And I'm like, this is really strange. And so the next one starts. They're all like 5 to 6 minutes. The next one goes. I didn't catch the name of the first one. The next one is now called Do or Diet. In the next cartoon, Yogi is made to go on a diet, and so he can't do it. So he jumps off a cliff. He jumped off a cliff again.
I was just going to ask you though, wasn't he kind of eggplant shaped? Like he was a little thick around the bottom.
He had some junk.
He did have a few pounds to lose.
That's why he was ending it all.
It's a joke.
In modern times, that's not eggplant shaped. It's called Chad shaped. That's what that's known as nowadays.
You're known as the real life Yogi Bear.
The third one came on. They were showing 3. We left when it started, but as the name of it came up was called Gleesome Threesome. So
he started a glee club and then jumped off a cliff.
I can only assume he wanted to get into a threesome with a couple of the bears. They said no. He launched himself off a cliff.
You don't think he was just running the train so hard that they just all tumbled off the cliff mid-coitus? Is that a possibility?
Is that what threesomes are? Is ramming someone so hard they fall off a cliff?
Yep.
All right. I don't know how the kids do it now.
Put your balls in my picnic basket. Like that.
What was that accent?
That was Yogi Bear.
Clearly Yogi.
Speaking of Yogi impersonations, later we're walking around and I told my daughter, I said, let's hear your Yogi impersonation. And she said, I'm Yogi Bear. I'm going to jump off a cliff. She actually said that.
Oh my goodness.
That sounds about right.
Have you guys, do you guys have any notable memories of camping, or what do you actually think about the concept of camping, which is when you really sit and think about it, kind of a weird thing?
We never camped growing up at all. Like I think the first time I camped was in college with some of you guys. I'm fine with it. I don't like sleeping in tents. I find that tents are super uncomfortable. My back, I'm at the age now where I sleep on the ground. I wake up, I feel like I'm punched in the back 6 times.
Yeah.
And that time we went, it was also, we didn't have enough tents. So it was me and like 4 of our friends in a tent, and it was hot and my face was right up against someone's hairy back. And I forgot to bring a pillow.
You were wholly unprepared. It was clear you had never camped in your
I didn't bring
You just said,
anything.
we're going camping, and you just showed up like spinning your keys, like, let's go, boys. Like you had nothing to do.
I had one set of clothes. I balled up a pair of jeans and slept on those as a pillow. And they were surprisingly not that comfortable.
Oh, yeah. You can bring like pads, and there's all sorts of gear you can bring to make it a little
I didn't bring any
comfortable.
maxi pads either. That's true.
Pads?
I forgot to bring pads.
You know what I'm talking about? Like to put
No.
under your sleeping bag.
An air mattress?
Yeah, like there's like foam mats, right? Like you
Yeah.
roll them up, and then when you unroll
Chad,
them,
you know
they
what
just
I'm
kind
talking
of
about.
expand with a little bit of air. Yeah, we've taken them when we've been camping. Because for me, camping is awful. The only reason I will ever go camping is out of necessity, like to get to a destination, right? Like hiking somewhere, and it takes more than a day to get there. So you have to camp to like do the hike, right? Like something like that.
Well, they don't really make pads for the eggplant-shaped man either.
No, I had to take 2 pads and like shape them like a upside down cross, basically, so that like my super wide hips get their own pad.
Now, Chad, I'm confused. I always thought you loved camping because you used to tell me how you were constantly pitching a tent. Is that not true?
So you Gleesome threesome.
Yeah. Well, that's just whenever I think of ending my own life by jumping off a cliff. I just rock hard.
I'm so disturbed by that.
Which part? Me getting rock hard or jumping off a cliff?
No, that Novak's daughters were exposed to a cartoon that we watched growing up, and the references to suicide were made on multiple episodes.
Right.
I just find that so disturbing.
In the Roadrunner cartoons, doesn't Wile E. Coyote fall off 15 cliffs an episode?
Constantly. They hit him with an anvil.
I know, but like, it's different.
It's different. Wile E. Coyote is a son of a bitch.
Yeah, he deserves it.
And don't you guys remember there's that one episode where the Teletubby is like holding a gun in his mouth and crying the whole time? You guys remember that one?
I do. Meow, meow, meow. That was my impression. I don't know what they talked.
But for me, I remember one of my most vivid memories of camping was during part of a hike when we were down in Patagonia, and we had to camp four nights in a row. And by the fourth night, I was just so like completely over camping. And I remember we're like in the tent and it was super windy and it was like impossible to get to sleep. And there's, like just all these animals outside and everything. And like every time you piss, you got to get out. It's freezing cold, And I remember that the wind like blew over part of our tent right as I was like about to fall asleep. And I was so mad because I had to like get up and like get out of the sleeping bag, put on my boots, whatever, and get out and fix it. And I remember I don't get mad very often, but in one of my maddest voices, just being like, I hate this tent. I hate everything. I'm never camping again. And like, and my wife used to always quote that because then we were camping like a year and a half later. She's like, what happened to you? Never camping again.
Julie, camping?
So I don't have a lot of experience camping. And actually, now that you guys have all talked about camping with your spouses, I have never gone camping with my husband. But we've been talking about going this summer at some point. But we just got a dog. That's something that happened since I was last on. And so we're trying to figure out, like, how does that work with a puppy? Like, do they stay in the tent and it's fine? Or do they pee on you in the tent? Or, like, what's
I think you put them in a kennel.
Yeah, I think you don't take them camping.
Oh, okay, got it. Well, yeah. So my most experience with camping was I went on one of those trips in high school. It was like a backpacking trip, but it was sort of a combination community service and outdoorsy trip. So I camped a lot during that. It was like a month in British Columbia, and it was awesome. Like I remember once we slept on the beach in tents, like on this island where we went sea kayaking the next day. Like it was really cool. But as an adult, I really haven't gone very frequently. And I definitely never went with my parents. Like I don't know that they've ever been camping, period. And they definitely never took us as kids. So
why'd you sound like we were accusing you of camping with your parents? I definitely never camped with my parents. I don't know what you've heard.
Well, Geiger was saying, yeah, no, right? Like
Did
that.
they tell you we went camping?
Yeah, no, they're not the outdoorsy type at all. So, but I'd like to do more of it. I'd like to do a little more like glamping, where it's a little more less rustic, because sleep is really important to me. So any activity that involves me not getting a good night's sleep is not something I'm going to be excited to do.
Is glamping to you just like 8 to 10 pads? Just piled on.
I honestly don't know what I mean when I say glamping. I just know it's like a step up from typical camping and you're a little more comfortable. And that to me sounds great.
A lot of times there's actual beds covered by a canopy or something. Like it's not
I'll take
really,
it.
like you go to a campground, they'll set up, or you stay in a cabin, which is not camping. That's
both sound
staying
fine.
On vacation.
Well, we have a lot to eat. And what we're doing today is we're going to be eating these things called Miracle Frooties, real similar to what you might have seen called as a product M-Berry. But it's a pill you take, and it dissolves in your mouth, and it's supposed to turn everything that is sour into sweet tasting. So we're going to be taking the pill and eating 6 different foods, and we're going to be rating them on a different type of scale, which we have not heard about it, but we were pre-warned that we're going to hate the scale. So
I don't really like your other scale either, so.
Whoa.
Well, remember when I was on last time, I had an issue with like dat and indifferent to dat, and I was like, there should be something in between the two, because there's something definitely more positive than being indifferent.
Hey, guess what? There's nothing in between the two.
Well, and you know what you told me, Geiger? You told me, you know what, get your own podcast and you can make your own scale.
That's right.
That's what I believe you said to me last time.
That still stands.
And now you have your own podcast. Have you tried that?
Okay.
25 different ratings to choose from.
incrementally like that more.
If that was your problem with the scale, this is not going to solve that problem.
Oh dang. Okay.
Okay, so normally on our normal episodes, we have a 5-point scale, as you just touched on: love dat, like dat, indifferent to dat, dislike dat, and hate dat. But then when we do the mini episodes, or when we do You Drank Dat segments and we bust out a special scale, it's usually a 3-point scale with some random titles. So because this is the 100th episode, I wanted to do a 3-point scale, but I wanted to do a bonus extra-sized 3-point scale. Okay, so this is a 3-point scale. Remember, a 3-point scale with 2 bonus levels. So here is the scale.
Please tell me they're loved at.
I hate dat.
Starting at the top: devour dat, dig dat, doubt dat, deny dat, and dump dat. So those are our ratings.
Which are the bonus?
Devour dat.
Yeah, which ones are the bonus ones?
The bonus ones are devour dat and dump dat. A bonus top and bottom level.
Julie's writing them down, but we're just going to keep asking.
Yeah, can we go?
Yeah,
through,
I'm not going to write a goddamn thing.
Devour dat.
Devour dat, dig dat, doubt dat, then deny dat, and then our bonus bottom level is dump dat.
Like, I don't
I have
believe
a lot
it
of
exists.
issue with this.
What do I
Yeah,
have to
exactly.
doubt about
This
it?
is-
I doubt whether I like dat or not.
I know I don't like Dad's rating scale. I know that.
All right, let's take the pill.
All right.
Yeah. You're not supposed to swallow it.
No.
It's supposed to just let it dissolve on your tongue. Now, while we do this, it might take a couple minutes, so I have a special surprise for you guys. I have a little audio clip that I want to play for you. None of you guys knew that I've put this together, but I think you'll understand exactly what is happening with this audio clip pretty quickly into it. And I just want to pre-warn you, this is longer than you think it's going to be. So here we go.
Welcome to the brand new snacking podcast, where we try snacks new and old and ask the question: you tried that? 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 If you tried that, they will come. You tried that? 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 You tried it. 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 You tried it.
Is this from every episode?
You tried it. 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 You tried it.
No, Beck, are you embarrassed? Because, like, you shouldn't be, but I'm just wondering if you are.
You tried it. You tried it.
How accurate I am each time.
You tried it. 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 You tried it.
Right now on You Tried Dat.
You tried it.
You tried that. Did you lose your job, Chad? How did it just
You do this.
You tried it. 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 You tried it.
Merry Christmas to all, and to all of you tried that.
Oh, this is Christmas.
You tried it. You tried it.
Tell me, have you tried that ever before?
This thing's not dissolving.
Have you tried that? Hey, what's up?
You tried it. 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 It's a toss de eso. You tried it. 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 You tried it.
Farts? They the cough of the bud. All right. So that was every You Tried Dat.
That is amazing.
Well done.
And that's what made Yogi Bear jump off a cliff.
Honestly, how long did that take to piece together?
If I'm being totally honest, I've been working on it for the past year.
You just add it every time?
I did the first 50 episodes one afternoon, and then every time after we would record, I just add it on.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
That's
Wow.
awesome. We should have released that as a mini.
I really am shocked at how similar I sound each time I do that.
Yeah, you are consistent.
I'm really good.
Is yours dissolving now, Novak?
I'm great.
It's like not. I thought it was going to dissolve really easily, but it's.
Yeah, it's just like really have to tongue it.
I feel like I'm sucking on a sunflower seed that has no more like taste to it anymore.
What would you guys rate the pill itself?
Dumped at.
Yeah, it's not great.
It
tastes like
a wood chip.
It's like grainy.
A wood chip?
Yeah.
Wood chip tastes vaguely of grape.
You tried that?
I had to throw a vaguely in there for some of our listeners, like Kurt.
Oh yeah, I have another audio compilation, which is every time you say vaguely. No.
That'd be much harder to find. Vaguely.
We have a compilation of every time Julie says something stupid. So we're gonna replay last episode.
Please, it was your highest rated episode of all time.
Because you downloaded it 800 times by yourself.
I have listened to it many times. It was good.
Do we have to wait for this whole thing?
I know.
Can I chew
split
it?
this part out?
I really thought it would be done by the time.
Yeah, this is bad.
I broke it up with my teeth. I'm not gonna.
Do not swallow it. It says though. I don't know why.
Well, that's just because you won't have the effect.
Oh.
Like, it's not like you're gonna get sick.
Roll it around very slowly. Have you guys been doing that?
May result in death.
May make you jump off a cliff.
All right. I think the first thing we have to do is the lemons and limes.
Yeah, I agree.
Which one first?
Should we notice it, right? We should notice it. Whoa, how many are you going to eat, Geiger?
Well, I mean, I had to cut it up.
Must be nice to have that many lemons and limes.
Yeah, I got about a half a lemon and a full lime here to try out.
Wow.
All right, so first up, lemons and limes.
Old classic.
Uh-huh.
All right, lemons first.
Yeah.
I just ended up chewing like the last couple pieces.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
It's definitely much better than your standard lemon.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It's not sweet though, is it? Or is it just not sour, I guess?
I think it tastes pretty sweet. I felt like I was having some lemonade or something.
Yeah, it tastes like lemonade. It tastes like biting into lemonade.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I guess every time I want to eat a lemon now, I just need to slowly suck a candy for 40 minutes first. I can enjoy a lemon.
Water with lemon, please. Let me just get my fruity.
I definitely should have gotten a napkin. Ooh.
Julie, you're going to rate first, and you have the ratings written down. So
yes, I do.
What do you think of the lemon?
I'm going to give it Devour Dat. I really, really am enjoying eating it. I wish I had more. It tastes like I'm sucking on lemonade. It's great.
Geiger, you agree with Devour Dat?
Yeah, I mean, I guess. I mean, lemonade's good. I don't crave it. It's but yeah, it definitely makes a sour tasting lemon taste better. So it does its job, and the lemon is tasty. So yeah, Devour Dat is I think fair.
Now remember, Devour Dat this is a 3-point scale, but Devour Dat is the bonus one above the top.
Right. So does it count as a love dat, or does it count as the top end of a 3-point scale?
It counts as the bonus above the top end of a 3-point scale.
Chad,
move on.
Yeah.
Chad, are you going to take one of the standard 3 levels or use one of the bonus levels?
I'll dip into the bonus here. I love lemonade. I wish that there could be a lemonade fruit that I could just bite into like an orange, and that's basically what this is. This is fantastic. Definitely Devour Dat from me.
Ooh, I'm not. It is very good. I think it's surprisingly good, but it's not great. I mean, I do like lemonade. I am going to give it a dig down. I'm going to stay in the standard 3 levels, not use my bonus level here. So 3 devours and a dig is still a super high score, and the lemon might be one of the top ones. Let's try the lime, which I actually anticipate being better than the lemon before I had it on.
Can't remember the last time I just ate a lime.
Ugh.
Never.
I guess if I did a tequila shot or something. Chad loves his.
Ugh.
Whoa.
Did it not work?
Ugh.
Ah, shit.
I don't know if it worked.
I don't know if it worked either, but it's gross.
It definitely doesn't taste like a lime, but it tastes like shit.
Oh, God, it tastes like bile.
It's terrible. It does taste like bile. That's exactly what it tastes like.
Oh, fuck. What?
Oh
my God.
Oh, God. It took 100 episodes. I'm going to watch Chad barf on Zoom.
Oh, it tastes like I threw up in my mouth. I'm going to try it again.
You're totally right. It's like when you're really hungover and you've already puked out everything in your stomach, so then you start puking up stomach bile.
Oh, God.
Yep, that's it.
That's the thick crunch of fruit. Jesus Christ.
That's disgusting. I'm not eating anymore. That's gross. Ugh.
All right, Julie, what do you give this one?
I don't want to abuse the extra points, like the high and the low, but I want to give it a dump dad. It's disgusting.
Right.
So if I'm not limited to how many times I can use that, I'd like to say dump dad.
Yeah, you can use the bonus as much as you want. But remember, it's a 3-point scale.
Okay. Geiger, what do you think?
Well, like Chad said last round, I love bile. I wish I could bite into a fruit that tasted like bile. So this is a dump dad. This tastes like shit. I mean, it definitely changed the flavor, but like for the worse.
Chad 3, I'm assuming you are still near gagging, so I'm assuming you're going to agree.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
It's so. I actually I feel really sick having eaten that. It's really disgusting, and I don't mind limes at all. Like, lime juice is totally fine in dishes and stuff. That is really gross. That is one of the worst things I've ever eaten. Not only just on this podcast, maybe in my life. That is getting a dump dad.
Whew, this is going to be a flaming bag of dump dad because we've got 4 dump dads. It's odd how different it is that the lemon could be so good and the lime could be so bad. So definitely a shock. Yeah. Now that you mention, I don't know what I eat lime in other than like you put a lime in like some beers and stuff like occasionally,
Corona or something.
Right? But that's about it.
It's one of the recommended foods on the back of this package too. It says like recommended foods. The second one it lists after lemons is lime.
I'm just thinking. I think for them, it's more. You'll notice the biggest change with these. Like they're just trying to show off what the pill does. Not that it's necessarily better.
I see.
I actually wondered for a minute, like, did my Miracle Fruity already wear off? Like, why does this taste like crap?
Yeah.
And I wondered if you guys knew about that this was going to happen, but nobody did know, right? Nobody had tried this.
No, I thought it was going to be good. I thought it was going to be like
too.
Lime.
Yeah.
Well, we got to get that. We got to get that taste out of our mouth. So let's eat a spoonful of ketchup.
Oh gosh.
I'm actually dreading this more than the fruit. Like ketchup on its own kind of sounds gross to me.
Is it okay if I dip it in this rice cracker that I brought?
No, you're not rating the rice cracker, Chad.
Are we rating rice crackers?
You brought a bonus snack to a bonus episode. I don't care if you put it on a rice cracker.
No, I'll start with a fingerful.
I did a finger.
I don't like ketchup to begin with, so I don't know.
Now, what's it supposed to change to? I don't understand why this one's on there. Tastes like ketchup.
I'm trying
Am I noticing something different?
I'm trying to see if I notice anything different.
I think it's almost sweeter than it typically is.
It's a little sweeter.
It is a little sweeter.
It tastes very sugary. Super sugary.
Yeah, it's
The
accentuating.
ketchup is
sugar.
kind of sugary, right?
It is.
How long are they supposed to last, the Fruities?
About 30 minutes. I figured we could take another one as we're wrapping up the segment.
Okay.
Do they get you high or no?
Are you ready for me to rate the ketchup?
Yeah, what do you got?
She's ready to go.
I'm gonna go Dig Dad.
Got a hard out.
Somewhere to be.
I actually think it's pretty good.
Whoa.
I think it's pretty
Dig
good.
Dad?
I mean, it's not like the lemon where I wanted to keep eating it, but I maybe part of it is the fact that it was juxtaposed next to the lime that was so disgusting. But I actually am enjoying this ketchup. So yeah, dig Dad.
A Dig Dad is an easy act to follow with the lime.
Mm-hmm.
Geiger, do you agree with that?
I am going to stay well within the bounds of the 3-point scale and just give it a doubt dat. It's ketchup. It doesn't. I noticed very little taste difference. It's just slightly sweeter ketchup. Ketchup's ketchup. I don't give a fuck about ketchup. Doubt dat.
All right, Chad.
Now, I would normally give a ketchup a deny dat because I'm just not a big fan of tomato-flavored stuff. But this makes the ketchup taste like the one tomato product that I do like, barbecue sauce. Which I normally like because it's sweeter, and this really makes it taste like barbecue sauce. I think it's good. I tried it on my finger. It was tasty. I tried it again on the rice cracker. I was like, oh, this is the one time I actually want to eat ketchup. I'm going to agree with Julie. Dig that.
I wonder if you now ate like a bowl of spaghetti meatballs, if you'd like it, finally.
Yeah, I should try that.
And you typically wouldn't like that, Chad?
Yeah, because I don't like the tomato sauce, so I would just do...
Is it a texture thing or the flavor?
No, flavor. Flavor of tomatoes really grosses me out, yeah.
Wow.
I'm going to agree with Geiger and say doubt that. I don't think it's too far off from... This is the closest to the original of the three we've tried so far. I would probably rather just... I would never want this flavor of ketchup on something else I put ketchup on, like a hamburger or something like that. So I'm just going to give it a doubt dat. Still a decent score with 2 digs and 2 doubts. But the lemon is going to be nearly unbeatable unless something can take it. But we're halfway through, so let's do the segment. And the segment today is we've each come up with 2 questions. And we'll ask our questions. There'll be 8 total. The other 3 people will guess. So there will be 6 points available for everyone. And there will only be one winner. There's not second place. There's only a winner and all the losers. And the prize is that the losers must tell the winner that they are the smartest, most beautiful / handsome person in the world.
This is a callback to the segment we did early on, the potted meat challenge, where we had the same type of quiz. Geiger had to eat potted meat, but we really didn't want to eat potted meat. None of us wanted to go through that again, so...
I will quit the fucking podcast on the 100th episode if I have to eat potted meat again. That's so disgusting.
All right, I'll start it off asking my questions. The first question is, so Betty Crocker makes a triple fudge chocolate cake. All right.
Mm-hmm.
True.
So standard. The standard Betty Crocker recipe. Run middle of the road. Now, how many calories do you think are in 3/4 of a Betty Crocker triple fudge chocolate cake? So it has to be just
3/4 of the whole cake?
3/4 of the cake. That is a running joke out here. So how many calories are in 3/4 of the cake? So get the number. Everyone has to get the number they have in their head, right?
Yeah. How many calories would I have to eat if I baked that cake?
Should we just all say our answers at the same time?
Sure.
Sure.
Okay, so everyone's got their number. All right, so on the count of 3, you will all say your answers out loud. 1, 2, 3.
3,000.
475.
3,000, 6,000, and 475.
475?
Well, you know what?
3/4 of a fucking cake?
You know what?
What?
Julie is the winner because
Are you serious?
1,200. It is 1,600 calories for the whole cake, and so it is 1,200 calories in 3/4 cake.
I did think I was a little low, but wow.
I thought the triple whatever. I was just thinking this decadent kind of thing.
Look, you were super low and really far off. It was a terrible answer, but you were closer than the rest.
I did
You really fucked up, just less than us.
I know, you're right.
I can't believe it's that few calories, actually.
Yeah.
That's very surprising.
Chad's actually calculating, like, can I do that tomorrow and still hit my run?
Yeah, I'm like, that's doable. I could eat 2 of those a day and hit my 2,000 calorie limit. 6/4 cake, I'm in.
All right. The next question. This is less foodie, but does have to do with something we talk about a lot in the podcast. In a recent interview, well, not so recent, but a couple years ago, interview with Shaquille O'Neal, Shaquille O'Neal said, "Everyone says I have a weight problem," says O'Neal, who wears a size 23 sneaker, size 52 shirt, and size 48 shorts. You have to understand that when you're talking about weight, muscle weighs more than fat. While this belief is widely held, it isn't exactly true, and most of us are not brave enough to argue with O'Neal. O'Neal adds that his body fat percentage is only blank. What did Shaq say that his body fat percentage is?
I don't know this shit.
Nobody knows
None of
this
us
shit.
do. You know who knows it? Shaq and his doctor. No one else
But
knows
I
it.
don't even know what's normal. Ugh.
Just say 475.
Shut up.
How long ago was this interview?
Now, why
A
does
number
that
of
matter?
years. It was a number of years ago. I don't know. Maybe.
Because his body fat percentage was way lower when he was
Yeah.
actually in the NBA than it is right now.
Okay, see, you're like using data.
I think it was towards the end of his career. I think he was pretty big.
He was really big near the end of his career.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is what he said.
Yeah.
It's what he said, right? It's not what his actual body fat percentage
bullshit is what you're saying. Yeah.
Right.
He wouldn't say it's a high number or anything. You're like, no, it's 61%.
I actually just want. I'm calling the audible because it's my question. I want Julie to answer first.
God damn it! I knew you were going to do that. No back. You're just gonna make fun of me. That's exactly my last time on the podcast. Forget it.
I've been looking like an asshole for 100 episodes, and someone else's
best guess you've ever had.
Okay.
All right, I've got my guess.
All right, Julie.
So I'm giving you a percentage, correct?
Yes.
10%.
Oh, okay. That's an actual number, right? Okay.
That's very close to what I was gonna say. So.
Are you guys making fun of me, or are you being serious?
No, that's a better answer than I thought.
That's serious.
I thought you were going to say a number that was not like higher than 100% or something.
Like over 100. I'm not that dumb. I'm just...
You are, though. That's the thing.
I'm not.
All right. Okay. Geiger and Chad. Geiger, why don't you just take your guess?
6.
Chad?
I was going to say 12.
Oh, all right. The answer is actually 11%.
Oh, wow. He's bragging about that? I guess I'm probably higher than that, I suppose.
So Julie and I both get points.
Wait,
yes,
what did you guess again? 12?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you guys both get a point. That's all that's fair. All right. So it's 2-1-0-0. Who wants to go next?
I'll go. So I have another calorie-based question here, but it's not about cake. This is about... a product made by one of my favorite companies, the Reese's Corporation. So what I would like to know is how many calories are in 25 and a half Reese's Pieces?
What is the significance? Is that how? Yeah. Is that like the
How
average?
many are in a bag? Do we know?
25 and a half?
Well, they have a couple different bag sizes, so I actually don't know.
But, okay, like a typical, like, M&M size bag. How many do you know?
Yes, I do know. I'm trying to think if me answering that will give away the answer.
Okay, that's fine. Don't answer that. Don't answer it. How the fuck do you think he knows it?
Oh, yeah. All right.
Okay.
How many calories in 25 and a half?
Reese's
25
Pieces?
And a half Reese's Pieces.
I'm going to look like a fucking idiot.
Does everyone have their answer?
I have my answer.
Yeah, I mean, I'm...
All right. Yeah.
Okay.
We'll say it all at the same time?
On 3. 1, 2, 3.
255.
I don't know what anyone just said.
I said 255.
I said 400.
I said 65.
Okay, so Geiger wins.
Shut up.
The answer is 100.
Wow,
because
really?
it is our 100th episode.
So you backed in. That's why the half. All right.
So the way I found that out is that the serving size on a bag of Reese's Pieces is 51 Reese's Pieces, and it's 200 calories.
Wow, that's not bad.
I know, that's like healthy.
I didn't think there's not much in them. I couldn't think that they'd be that.
True story, I love Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, hate Reese's Pieces.
Interesting.
Like, just, I don't think the peanut butter is even similar, and I just don't like them at all.
And I will say good day to you.
You agree, right, Chad?
Your feed's breaking up, huh?
I will say Reese's Pieces are obviously not as good as a Reese's Cup, but I do love Reese's Pieces.
But you agree that the peanut butter is different.
The peanut butter is different. It's more candy and Swedish.
Julie,
sure.
this podcast can only last about an hour. What have you done? The hard candy shell is slightly different than the M&M formula, which I found to be quite sticky.
All right, so here's my second question. What year was the Baby Ruth invented? What year was the Baby Ruth invented?
Wait, is this AD or BC? Can you tell me that? Before candy or after dessert? All right.
Does everyone have their answer here for the Baby Ruth?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
1930.
1963.
Geiger, you said 1920?
Yep.
You got it exactly. 1920.
Wow.
100 years ago.
Oh my gosh.
I was thinking, like, is this another 101? But I also remember, I want to say I looked that up for some reason at some point, and I knew it was old.
Well done. So 2 points there for Geiger.
All right.
Geiger, why don't you go? We'll let Julie
close
it up.
All right, folks.
Yep.
So, all right, hold on. I have to get this on my phone. Hope my dad calls. No. So we recently tried the Impossible Whopper. Okay, so as of November 12th of last year, when they had kind of just started launching, how many were they selling? How many was Burger King selling daily on average?
Of the Impossible Whopper.
Of the Impossible Whopper. As of November 12th, not on November 12th, but as of November 12th is when the article was from.
Oh my
How many were they
god.
How
selling
many
daily?
on average daily were Burger King selling of the Impossible Whopper?
Jesus.
I mean, I have
fucking
no
Christ.
idea.
Yeah, that's the point.
These numbers are going to be insane.
Yeah. So, you guys give me the high sign when you have a number ready, and I'll count you down.
I'm not ready yet.
All right.
The impossible question about the Impossible Whopper.
How many burgers? Oh boy, this is gonna. This.
I have no idea.
How many Impossible?
Exactly, because I have no idea how many burgers they sell a day. Do you guys?
I wouldn't. You thought I knew exactly when the Baby Ruth was invented? Because I fucking
Yeah.
did.
All right, we ready?
Julie, you got something?
Yeah.
So dejected.
She said with chagrin.
You're in the
All right, ready?
lead.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
1
1
million.
million.
500,000.
Wow. Julie wins, but she's not close. It's only 34,000 daily.
Shut up.
Wow.
I mean,
That's
it's
it?
still a niche. It's still a niche item, right?
I guess
mean,
so.
That's not very many.
But there's
though.
more than 34,000 Burger King stores. I would like. I'm like, there's got to be a ton
Exactly.
of Burger Kings.
That's
Yes.
a great point.
One guy's coming in a day to buy it, and that's it.
I guess. According to this, who knows?
Here's Jim in for his Impossible Burger.
Julie's in the lead. I don't want to have to compliment her. Can someone please shoot ahead?
Okay.
All righty. Here's the
First
second
question.
No, Geiger's got to finish. Come on.
one.
Oh,
Jeez. You get out to an early lead and get all fucking cocky.
It's
Talk
amateur
over
hour.
me on my own goddamn podcast.
You want to talk? Get your own podcast.
You want to come for the king? Oh, you could probably easily beat me. People find you much more. I'm repellent. All right. So everyone knows the best rating scale to rate anything is a 5-point. You like that scale.
Right.
Unless the only thing that's possibly better is a 3-point scale with 2 bonus points.
Yeah, that's good.
But what happens,
It's pretty
guys?
good.
What do you need to do when we can't decide? What's that tiebreaker that we always use? That's right, it's dunks. So
Uh-huh.
I need you to tell me last year how many dunks happened in the NBA.
Oh my god.
The combined number of dunks. They do
That
tally
has nothing to
stuff.
do with food.
Right.
Yes. So I have a question.
You do dunk food.
Before we started, Geiger admitted that he didn't realize that the questions all had to be numbers based, and you came up with one.
This one I had in
This
advance.
was the one you had.
This was the number one, yeah.
Right, and this is numbers based, but it has something to do with food. This is a
The
food
Impossible
podcast.
Whopper was the one you made
Oh
up.
my
Yeah,
gosh.
no, I didn't make it up. I looked it up.
Ridiculous.
Look, it has to do with our podcast.
In the whole NBA, how many dunks are there in a season? Is that what you asked?
Correct.
I need to do some multiplication.
Now, to give you a bit, I will be, to be fair, well,
There's-
maybe I won't be fair.
No,
I'm
don't
not telling
give
you
any hints.
Jack shit.
Hold on. I'm just going to do some math real quick. All right, so
Yeah.
82 teams. No,
Hold on,
82
what?
games in a season.
82 teams. Holy shit.
82 games in a season, and 5 starters per.
Starters. Only starters can dunk? What is happening?
Starters can dunk, and there's a rule. Only starters.
Think about
Wait,
this.
hold on. Can you stop?
What math are you doing, Julie? What do you know?
I don't even want to show you. It's so embarrassing.
Matt, Julia's like a chalkboard
No,
back there.
please.
There's steam
Hold
coming out of here.
up. Hold up
Are you
the
drawing
math.
a basketball diagram right now?
She just pulled out an abacus. Holy shit.
All right.
All right, I've got my guess.
All right, everyone ready?
Yeah.
Damn
3.
it. No, I'm so embarrassed.
3, 2, 1.
3,000.
12,000.
Novak gets it. It is 11,393.
Oh.
Ugh.
Ah, wow.
That's actually up like over 2,000 more from the year before.
I know it's going up a lot 'cause dudes are just
Yeah.
dunking all the time, right?
Is that what you knew?
Wait, can anyone catch Julie? Okay, Julie's got 3. What do you guys have?
I've got 2.
Chad, do we both have 1?
1, yeah.
Okay, so if Geiger gets one of these, then we'll tie, but both will win. Chad and I need both of them to have any shot at the tie, and then we'll have to figure out what we do from there.
Before she does the question, should we all pop the M-berry in and
Yeah, pop the M-berry.
I was actually just going to say I was nervous because I realized my questions weren't really about snack-related foods, and that really is the focus of the podcast. And then Geiger had one about basketball, so forget.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, nice guess of 300.
I said 3,000, Dick. All right, ready?
We're ready.
Mm-hmm.
What is the shelf life of a Twinkie?
That totally has to do with food.
Oh, that's a snack food. The other one's not.
Oh. Are we supposed to answer in number of years,
I'm not telling
days,
you.
hours?
I'm not telling you.
I mean, because that'd be. I mean, I think we know it's years, Julie. So you're not giving anything away there. But
Interesting.
All right. All right.
yeah, good one. All right.
Oh, this thing is terrible.
Can I give you a hint, though?
What?
It's actually in days.
Why would you do that? This was your chance to make us look like assholes.
No, it's okay. I'm just not that mean.
Her answer is in days, but it's actually like 5,000 years, and we're supposed to say how many days that
in
is.
days, it's calculated.
Just remember, there's 365 days in a year. Don't forget that.
I haven't
Wait,
yet.
whatever.
No.
So are you saying it's a number of days, but is it more or less than a year then? Or have you already tell us that?
Well, I'm not going to tell you that, but I mean, I was surprised. That's all I'm going to say.
All right.
All right.
The only thing I would say is maybe keep in mind like what the company would recommend, not like what you slobs would eat, how long you'd eat it after a
That sounded personal.
I mean,
if the shoe fits.
My personal shelf life of a Twinkie is 0 days, because fuck those things.
oh, I love Twinkies.
I thought you meant because you ate them right away.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. 1, 2, 3,
200.
91.
100 days.
25 days.
Oh,
Whoa.
Wait, who was the lowest?
Geiger said 91.
Oh, wow.
But despite all the myths, Twinkies really only have a shelf life of 25 days, according to most sources, including Teresa Cogswell, the self-proclaimed Twinkie guru and vice president for research and development at Interstate Bakeries Corp., the parent company of Hostess.
Not a
that's
chance.
a long title.
What a fucking loser job title that is.
All right, hang on. It's a 2-horse race here. Either Geiger gets this question, and he's the winner, which would be fitting because he last time had to eat the potted meat.
And the winner has to eat a jug of potted meat.
Or one of us, Chad or I, gets it, and we end up with a tie. So let's go ahead, Julie.
Okay. How old is the oldest edible cheese on the market?
On the black market or like the regular one?
Yeah, on the dark web?
On the dark one. How many quarks does a edible cheese?
Dark web, edible cheese.
I was just gonna say that.
The oldest edible cheese. Is this that's regularly sold, or it's just sitting like in a museum somewhere and saying you can still eat this?
Novak, it's really not time for questions.
How is in a museum on the market?
Ugh, the end of this
Like
is so gross.
Tutankhamun's like pyramid was on the market for you?
It's King Tut's cheese. This is. Oh boy. Well, man, cheese can get really old. Like they age this stuff super long.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, now, are we answering in days again, or years, or what?
You just really want me to give you so many clues, and I don't remember getting any clues. I didn't know how many teams were in the NBA.
Okay, that's fair.
I didn't know how many games were in a season.
Hey, if you had asked me for my Reese's Calories question, if you should have answered in years, I would have told you no. Okay?
Yeah, thanks. Okay. Why don't, before you say your number, tell me what your unit of measure is?
Well, 1, 2, 3. Years and this.
All right, here we go.
All right, years. Let's say years.
Yeah, years.
Okay, years is correct. 1, 2, 3.
200.
50 years.
22.
Wow, Chad, you were very close. It was 18.
Oh.
18? That sounds low.
It does sound low, but the key is it's edible. Like I read about some that they like we
okay.
have a cheese from like 3,000 years ago, but it's like if you ate it, you die. So the
Yeah.
key is the
Yeah.
edible part.
Okay.
All right, well, you tied. Now what?
It's a Geiger Julie tie.
Oh shoot.
So Novak loses, so he has to dish out all the compliments.
What is that?
What does that say? Oh.
Okay, that's cool.
I need to pee.
She wrote on a piece of paper.
She wrote it down so she didn't have to say
She
it.
wrote, I need to pee on a paper.
Am I allowed to go do that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Now we got to talk shit about her while she's gone.
What a fucking
Peeing
loser.
asshole. You go before the podcast like a regular person.
Are you guys still dissolving this thing?
I kind of ended up just chewing it a bunch because I don't want to fucking have it on my tongue that long.
Yeah, mine's totally dissolved.
Miracle Frooties. What's a miracle about this? You're not solving anything, you fucking dicks.
Yeah, it's not like you're like, it's not like this piece of fruit like ends up putting a Jesus on a toast, right? Like, there's no miracle here.
No, not at all.
Okay, I'm back.
We really did a lot of vamping there.
Cut all that out.
She's back from her bleep break.
Yeah. Julie, you took your mic with you. We heard everything. You farting
What
now?
are you doing? Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I was trying to close the door and it was super squeaky, I swear.
It wasn't. We were nice about it. We changed. When you wrote, I need to take a dump, we at least said, I need to pee.
When you said I got a big growler boiling, we're like, I think she just has to use the restroom.
When you wrote, I need to peel the paint off my walls, and I'm not using a scraper, I'm using my asshole, I said I need to pee. It's trying to be nice.
Yeah. You were writing for like a good 20 minutes. You kept turning a page.
Yeah. There's illustration too, which was strange.
Yeah. Julie, I think they owe us something, right? That's what I was.
No, it can only be one winner. There can only be one winner.
Oh, we're gonna do a tiebreaker.
Okay. Yeah. Nobody look at the jar of mustard, which is next, right? You said, Geiger, do you have the mustard there in front of you?
No, I just have a little blurb of it, so I don't even have it by me. We also have different mustards, so it's probably not going to be the same.
Okay, there's an
fair point.
8 ounce. I have an 8 ounce mustard here. French's 8 ounce mustard.
Oh, I know all about that. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what I used.
How many servings of mustard are in this can? How many would say is a servings of mustard?
How do you measure a squirt? That's not like.
According to the nutrition label.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, no shit. I'm just saying. Oh boy.
Didn't you know that nutrition labels are measured in squirts?
Yes.
The universal measurement.
So are sperm counts, I think.
Wait.
Julie, how did you measure your squirts?
How many serving?
And paint peeling shits also measured in squirts.
Wait, so it's an 8 ounce bottle?
It's just an 8 ounce bottle. It's just like a standard. Okay. How many servings are in here? All right. Let me tell you, it is not measured in years, but it is measured in servings. So
how many years worth of servings?
On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
50.
8.
8 and 50?
Wide range. I bet she won.
You see it? 45.
45!
Oh.
Yeah! 8 servings in that bottle? What are you fucking pouring?
Yeah, you know what? I'm not even going to explain to you what my line of thinking was. I'm not even going to explain.
No, now we need to know. We will tell everyone you were taking a hellacious dump if you don't know.
I wasn't thinking about like actual servings that like a person would eat in one sitting. I was more just thinking of like a random measurement they use to measure the amount in there.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Versus like, well, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I was thinking it'd be more like, one serving is 4 ounces and there's 32 ounces in here.
Keep
Whatever,
making
you know what?
Yep, keep going.
I wasn't thinking like, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So in other words, you were thinking that in an 8 ounce bottle, the serving was 1/8 of an 8 ounce, aka 1 year. That's what you were thinking?
Shit. Geiger, you are such a nice person and you're very, very intelligent.
I appreciate it.
And your creative juices that go into this podcast are just really remarkable.
All right.
Geiger, I also really like your juices. You're a good-looking guy. You're smart as hell.
I was thinking of food.
And you got a hell of a beard.
I do. That's the only thing you said so far that's accurate.
Yeah, I like the way the juices collect in your beard as you bite into a hamburger.
Okay.
It's gotten really overtly sexual.
No, I'll give you a legit compliment, which is
Yeah.
true, which is last week You said some joke about getting a blowjob while pancaking people in Bigfoot, and I was laughing about that all week, and I think it's one of the funniest things that I've heard anyone say in a long time.
Well, I appreciate it.
All right, let's eat some mustard.
Okay.
All right, pour
Now,
out.
I also don't like mustard.
At all?
I don't like this kind
Like
of
any
mustard.
kind, I mean? Like, is there like Dijon or...
No, I think mustard is actually way worse than ketchup to me.
So we're gonna pour out one serving. You guys will need a spoon. Julie needs a mixing bowl.
Oh, I'm so embarrassed. I don't want to come on this podcast if I'm going to be embarrassed.
Again, I feel like it just tastes like mustard.
Oh, no, it's different.
It's a little sweeter. It's sugarier. I guess it is sugarier. Maybe you just have no palate.
What's under... Chad, what's the bottom half? Doubt. What's the last part of the regular?
Doubt Dat, and then...
Deny.
Deny Dat, yeah. Remember, Deny Dat is the bottom of the 3-point scale, but there is a bonus Dump Dat.
Okay, let's go. We'll go in reverse this time. I'll start. I actually really like mustard. I put it on a lot of stuff, a lot of different sandwiches and meats and things. This is a worse version of mustard. I'm gonna give it a Deny Dat.
Wow.
So Chad, you're up?
So I actually agree with you that it should get a Deny Dat, but that's because I think it's actually better than normal mustard. I think it is sweeter, so it removes some of that bite, but I still got the bite in the aftertaste. The sort of like tangy aftertaste still hit me, and that's the part of mustard that I don't like. So yeah, this is getting a Deny Dat for me too.
Yeah, it didn't. Yeah, it doesn't taste that different to me. It is a little sweeter. It takes the bite away, which is the point of eating mustard. So I'm with Deny Dat. I'd be very close to, if you swayed me into like a Doubt Dat, I could do that too. It's just kind of there. To me, this one doesn't have that wild a swing of flavor. But I'll say Deny Dat because the reason to eat mustard is for the bite and it takes it away. So.
All right, Julie, is it a clean sweep of denies?
No, I was going to do Doubt Dat.
Okay.
My first taste of it, because it was a little sweeter, reminded me of honey mustard, which I love. So I was like, oh, this is kind of good. And then as I kept tasting, I was like, you know what? It's really not that good. Because I did kind of taste a little bit of a bite at the end, but not in the good way. But it wasn't horrible. So I went Doubt Dat.
All right. A Doubt, 3 denies. You can't quite compete with some of the better ones today. We're going to do the Warhead last because you got to work through that one. We're going to do the Reese's Cup, which has really no business being on here at all. But Chad just wanted to eat a Reese's Cup on the podcast.
I was going to say, this is amazing.
I wanted to finally have an excuse to eat a Reese's Cup on our podcast.
People probably don't, they're probably wondering what you would rate it, Chad. You don't really talk about them enough on the podcast.
Oh, this is getting my juices flowing.
Yeah, it's so
creative
good.
and otherwise.
I'm soaking my beard in this thing.
I'm eating a second one.
I'm soaking my crotch beard on this thing.
That's what that's called, the crotch beard.
Oh, God.
All right, this is actually going to be... It's not doing anything to it.
No.
I don't know how to rate this because are we just rating a Reese's Cup or are we rating how it is with this in it?
I mean, rate what you taste.
Right, you like it?
We're going to let Chad go last this time because he's been building up to
There's
this.
all that suspense will build up. As to what he's going to say.
Julie, what do you think of the Reese's Cup?
Devoured that. It tastes totally the same, but it's so good.
Okay, Geiger, do you agree?
Here's the thing. No. I really want to tank it just to piss Chad off, but
it shouldn't win. How's it gonna win?
It's gonna because it's a fucking Reese's Cup. Worse, it would make it taste sweeter than it is already. Who gives a fuck? It tastes exactly like a Reese's Cup. It's a Devoured Dat. This is the most anticlimactic episode ever. Would I rather eat the Reese's Cup or another fingerful of mustard? What do I think? Hold on. Let me think about it.
I can't good conscience give it anything less than Devour. It's a Reese's Cup. It's great. This does nothing. It does not get a high rating in terms of what the candy does to it. Like the lemon at least was surprising and probably deserves to win, but it's not going to. Chad, what do you think?
Yeah. There's no sourness to Reese's Cup, so I knew it wouldn't change it at all. But it's the best candy on the planet.
It really is.
Devour that. Yeah. This is a basket of puppies easily.
Julie, where does Reese's Cup fall for you on your candy Mount Rushmore?
I'm so glad you asked that, Novak. It's a first round pick for me. I mean, Reese's Cups are just tried and true, one of my favorite candies all my life. I consistently love them.
Is it the top though? It's in your top 3?
It's a first. Oh no, it's a first round pick.
Okay. So your top candy bar is the Reese's Cup.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What's second? Like bit of honey?
Ugh.
Second is Bear Paw full of ketchup.
I like a lot of candies with a peanut butter chocolate combination. So like a Butterfingers up there. I do love a Kit Kat. I love Fifth Avenue bars. I love peanut M&Ms.
Have you had the newer Butterfinger formula that we tried?
No.
Yeah.
What is it?
I think it's worse.
Wasn't not as good as I remembered it.
Why, do you guys do other episodes aside from what I was on, or?
No, this is actually our second episode. We said it was 100, but it's really 2.
We're doing this one for the advertiser to try to fool them.
All right, let's eat the Warheads.
Right.
Last but not least. The first 3 I pulled out were all lemon, and I don't really want a lemon Warhead, but maybe that's the best one to eat.
What Chad didn't get to see is before the podcast, Julie has never had a Warhead, so she just ate one so she knew what they were supposed to taste like, and it was just her wincing going, oh
yeah,
oh, this is terrible, for about 5 minutes.
And Chad has the Sour Patch Kids and not the Warheads. Geiger and I have both, so we're going to basically, this is going to be the sour candy portion, so we are eating Warheads / Sour Patch Kids. So sour candy.
Yeah, I could not find Warheads.
The Warhead's still pretty sour. It's sweeter.
It's so sour. Ugh.
Oh my god, it's like burning my tongue.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Oh.
I spit mine out.
This was a mistake.
This makes it taste worse. I feel like it tastes worse. It's like a weirder sour instead of not sour.
Ugh.
Unless maybe like the Reese's Cup like blew out the sweet part of the taste buds or something.
I know, I do wonder about that. Like maybe we should have done the Reese's last. But Nick Novak's calling the shot, so.
Well, if you want to do the Reese's last, get your own fucking podcast.
She already did. She told us.
Yeah, it made it like exemplified the sourness almost.
It's
somehow.
weird. And it kind of changed the sour, but it didn't remove it.
Did you mean enhance the sour, not exemplified?
Nope.
Wow.
That's not what I meant. All right, Julie, what do you think of Sour Patch Kids? Or the Warhead?
I did Warheads and I'm dumping Dad. It's disgusting.
I
mean, I'm sorry. I guess I should elaborate. I'd never had a Warhead before. I didn't really like it prior to eating the Miracle Frooties, but I agree. It was still kind of sour anyway, and it's not good. It's a disgusting candy. Why would someone purposely want to taste that?
Now, but do you think the Miracle Fruit made it worse or better?
Honestly, not really that much different. It was still disgusting. Like, I still felt like it was sour. It still made my mouth kind of just uncomfortable. I don't like it. I don't want to eat it pre or post Miracle Frooties.
Chad, what do you think?
Well, I actually don't remember what Sour Patch Kids taste like because it's been a really long time since I had just a plain Sour Patch Kid.
What, you've had them but not plain?
But didn't we try them with Allison? We tried some.
We had
Sour
one of
Patch,
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Some Sour Patch something or other. I think I don't remember. Anyways, so these are fine. They're not very sour. I don't think they're normally very sour, but there's basically no sourness to it at all. There's just kind of like blandness, and then a sweetness kicks in, which is okay. So they're pretty good. I would give the Sour Patch Kids. Do I want to go up to Dig Dat? I think I'm gonna just go into a mild Dig Dat.
Wow. Geiger, what do you think?
I had one of each because we had both. I'll use the Warhead as my official rating, but for Sour Patch Kids, it just kind of made it sweet, which is then you're just eating a piece of sugar. There's no point of that. Like the whole point of eating Sour Patch Kids is that you enjoy the sour part of it. So it kind of invalidates the entire point. But they taste fine. They're just super sugary then. So the Warhead, it made it taste like shit. It didn't really curb the sourness. It just changed it into a worse flavor. I actually like Warheads, actually, kind of. Even the sour part, as much as it is intense in the beginning. And then the good part about Warhead is once you get past that, you get like the sweet tasting candy. And I had I think I did a blue raspberry one, or no, black cherry. I did black cherry. And after it got past the sour portion, it tasted terrible. It was like the sweet was like a bitter, like weird flavor because of the fruity, and so that made it bad. So this is a dump dat for me. This ruined a Warhead. It was not good at all.
I think it's definitely made both sour candies worse. It exemplified the flavor. And that is the correct what I meant to say. It did not enhance it. It did not enhance the flavor. It exemplified it.
Did it exacerbate it? Maybe.
Nope.
Yeah, exactly. He's mixing up his words.
What I meant to say was totally grammatically incorrect, and I was thinking. So I would say I'm going to give it a deny dat. So the winner today. It's very fitting in the 100th episode. The winner, the Reese's Cup.
All right. Let's disqualify the Reese's Cup because I just want to be able to tell people that the best thing I ate today was a lemon.
The lemon was really good.
It was.
It was fine. Were you going to run around eating Fruities and then sucking on a lemon the rest of the day?
Honestly, I might.
What do you guys, Julie, what do you think of these Fruities in general? Did they meet your expectations?
I thought that it's cool that we started with the lemon because I thought that was the biggest change and in a good way. So yeah, I think they're pretty cool. I don't think I'll ever take them again unless I'm on a podcast, a rival podcast that does a similar episode. But otherwise, I have no need for this. But yeah, it's pretty cool.
What do you got? I actually feel like I was a little underwhelmed. I thought there would be a more noticeable difference. It's unfortunate actually that we did the lemon right off the bat because I was expecting bigger things from the rest of it. Lemon was the highlight of these things. Do you guys agree?
For sure.
And it would be interesting to try some of the other fruits that they recommend you try. They say things like grapefruit, orange, strawberry, rhubarb. Some of those things, like I think rhubarb's disgusting, but maybe I'd actually like it with this thing. Yeah. So it'd be interesting to try some of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I didn't think it changed things dramatically. And I also guessed, what's the market for this? Once you try it, once, people aren't just popping these all the time so they can enjoy lemons, right? I mean, this is not...
Yeah, it's a gimmick.
Oh, man, I wish mustard tasted slightly sweeter. So, once you buy it once, they burn the market. I don't get what they're trying to do here.
Good point.
All right, Geiger, as always, where can the listeners contact us?
Look, folks, it's been 100 episodes. You got to leave us a fucking review. Come on. I know there's something like at least 6 of you that listen every week. I know Julie and her family will listen to this specific episode 41 times.
That's correct.
So, I mean, you could at least you could do is take 5 minutes out of your... I know you're not doing shit because we're all locked down. Okay? Just take 5 minutes, leave us a review. I guess I should stop insulting you before I ask you to leave a review. Hey, everybody. Fuck you and leave a review.
I'd rather just tell your friends. Fuck the review.
That's true.
Tell your friends. Get a couple more of your friends listen to it, I think we picked up a couple more listeners recently, but yeah, just word of mouth is a really good way. Yes. Look, don't be embarrassed, all right? Your friends aren't going to judge you too much. So, tell them all about it.
So anyway, many different ways you can actually engage with us. You can reach us at youtrieddat@gmail.com, on Twitter, #YouTriedThat, on YouTube. We are on there. We are on Instagram. We have a Facebook group, You Tried Dat. You can find us anywhere you listen to podcasts. And in all seriousness, I never actually thought we'd do 100 of these, and I'm glad we're still doing them. This has been a lot of fun for us. So thanks for those of you who are listening.
And a special shout out to all the guests that we've had over the first 100 episodes. It's been really great to have you all on the podcast. David, Jenny, Allison, Eve, Des, Laura, Betsy, and last but not least, our good friend Chrissy. Thank you all for taking the time out to put up with our bullshit.
And before we go, Julie, is anything you need to plug?
Since you already plugged your toilet.
Oh, gosh. No, I'm just glad to be here. And, next time we'll do something that's actually worthwhile instead of eating these Miracle Frooties.
Yeah. Next time.
Yeah.
Next time, yeah.
Yeah, worthwhile. Our 101st episode, we'll figure that out.
All right. Since actually, though, Julie, we loved having you.
Yes.
I think you're great.
Sure.
I actually do. So thank you for coming on.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I think Chad and Geiger are awesome, too.
Well, thank
Aww.
Left me out of that. But
thank you.
That'll do it for these first 100 episodes. But we'll be back with a new 100. We'll be trying out, 300 new snacks.
Deuces.
Yep.
You tried it.